Und zurück bei Fast Forward und hier sitzen jetzt Depeche Mode bei mir in der Sendung. Welcome, gentlemen, on my show. I'm very proud to have you here. Of course, we have to talk about the new album, Exciter. The new album sort of has a really great diversity of sounds and especially moods. It's sort of as if every little song is like a microcosmos. You would say, would you agree to that?
I think really over the last couple of records it's been more important just creating the right atmospheres, because most of the songs are quite atmospheric pieces, so it's been a question of layering textures.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been really important for us.
Yeah, and lots of people have already sort of compared Exciter to Black Celebration. Would you agree to that comparison? Can you see parallels somehow?
I think this is down to me. I apologise.
Please.
I think what I meant, as you said earlier, the diversity. I don't think it sounds like Black Celebration, but it's just the diversity of songs. You know,
yes.
It just reminded me, because all the different styles and different vibes. That's the reason.
Exactly,
you know?
because Black Celebration was already sort of like different moods on every song, you could say. Yeah, and I think this time the arrangements on the album were much more, I would say, subtle. And more reduced. So was that something you planned right from the beginning, or did that sort of occur to you while working with a bell?
Well, yes.
Mark.
Yes, Mark. Sorry. Well, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we used to call him Belly.
Belly. Well, I wouldn't say
hello to Belly. Hi, Belly.
Lady boy. Lady boy.
Where are your lady boys?
So was it planned from the beginning to have it sort of subtle and reduced?
I think that the way the demos were finished sort of dictated that. You know, they were quite minimal.
Yeah.
And I think we often try and get that minimalism in our music, and we haven't always succeeded in the past. I think it's difficult because you're left with a balance of vulnerability. You know, you have to just get that right.
Yeah.
And I think we're really pleased this time.
Yeah. So is it as I imagine, that you have it sort of quite simple at first and then you fill it up?
I think we did that in the old days a lot. You know?
Yeah.
I think for once on this album we've managed to achieve like minimalism, and without the song sounding empty.
Yeah, okay, and this goes to Dave. I have this feeling that your voice has developed sort of a much deeper form. Would you sort of say that you got deeper into the song somehow?
Yeah, I think so. I think that I feel like my voice is coming from a better place.
Yeah.
Within me as well, you know, and once I stopped, like Fred said, you know, like sometimes, you know, you fall into the trap of like, especially when you're singing, it's like, that's how I sing, and that's you know, that's my voice, and so that's kind of the treatment I would work out on every song, no matter what was really going on there. But for me, like the mood of each song, like you said, is very different. And I realised quite early on that it was going to take sort of very different moods from me to sort of help that like atmosphere to build, you know. So yeah, it was challenging, you know, but in a really good way. And I felt as well from the songs, I didn't sort of sit down and like look at the lyrics and try and I never try and reinterpret like what I think it is that Martin is writing about.
What he could
mean,
yeah.
But I somehow pick up in the melodies and within the words a feeling that I always feel like I can identify with. Actually, it's not always, but on this album I felt like that a lot, and that made it a lot easier once I stopped trying.
Okay, and we're going to watch the new video, Dream On. This is going to be broadcasted when it's out, and that is one of these songs that I thought were very sort of reduced, sort of in a pretty way, simple, you know, sort of. And can you remember how this acoustic guitar part occurred to you?
It's mine.
Well, when I first wrote the song, it was